So before, I have some work that I need to get done today. I have a little bit of a client project that I need to work on, but before that, I thought I'd do a little warm up before I start working on my real work for today. So I am going to do a little sketching just to warm up my hand and give me an idea on what I want to draw. Something that I like to use for warming up is this YouTube channel called New Masters Academy. They have timed poses with models. This is something that I used to do in art school and I really enjoyed it. It's because there's such a short period of time where the model is just in one place. You don't have a lot of time to overthink things, and you kind of have to focus on like the gesture and the movement of the model. And then as you get more and more time, then you can progress to like adding more details. So I'm gonna do this for maybe 10-15 minutes and then get started on doing a painting.
Just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
Even now, just starting out, like I can tell that I am focusing way too much on the pose and not focusing on the gesture enough. A lot of times I find that like when I feel like when I start drawing and I hate everything that I'm making, a lot of the times it's really because I'm not warmed up and I feel like I forget how to draw, you know? But something like this, like super no pressure, just have some fun. Highly recommend if you want a way to like improve your figure drawing, but also just to loosen up. So how I usually like to go about gesture drawings is first I'll focus on like the head, just mark the head where he's facing, you know, and then I get the shoulders in place, because once you get the shoulder, then you can do, this is in the way, that's annoying. Can you see that even? You can do like where the hips are positioned. Yeah, where the torso is, where the hips are positioned. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. This is just how I've always done it. Then you can do leg. There's not enough space where I'm at. So this is like tucked into this shoulder. See, and I'm done. Move on to the next one. It's okay. If there's any interesting pose, I'll try to keep that in mind and then see if I want to flesh that out. But see, once again, I'm like focusing too much on the detail. Okay, I'm gonna do this for a bit and then I shall get back to you with the painting. For the longest time, I've always felt like I need to share only completed beautiful pieces on here. But the reality of the situation is sometimes when I set out to make something, it doesn't always turn out well. Or sometimes I only have the bandwidth to make sketches and doodles. And when that happens, I get so hard on myself. It makes me feel like such a fraud. Some of you might know that I have an art account on Instagram. On that account, I only post my art and I only follow other art accounts. Lately, that account has gone dormant. I found the more time I spent looking at other people's works and processes, the more I questioned my own, up to the point where I just didn't want to make art anymore. And that broke my heart. Because even now, just doing these little warm-ups, I can't express to you the peace I am feeling. This brings me so much joy, and I kept myself from it because I believed that I was not good enough. that's done. That's the end of, I know I said I would do this for about 10 to 15 minutes, but I ended up doing it for about 35. I just didn't feel like stopping, so I decided to go for it. So you can see the difference. It's just a little warm-up practice. This is like what gesture drawings look like after, with 1 minute poses, 1 minute, and then we moved on to like 2 minute poses, 3 minute poses. Down here, when you get more detail, that's like 5 minutes in. And then the last one I did was a 10-minute one, and this is as far as I got. And it's just a nice way to kind of loosen up and then train your eye a little bit to be more observant of your subject before you get into drawing. So it's just a good practice that I like to do every time before I start drawing. So I think I shall get started on doing like a watercolor piece. This is what happened on my photography journey. I was so filled with self-doubt that the things that brought me joy filled me with anxiety and resentment. I just couldn't let that happen again. So I stopped looking at other people's work. I stopped posting my art online. I focused on making for myself. Some things that I made were objectively bad, but other times they really weren't. The important thing was, no matter what the outcome, I was enjoying the process again. The reason why I'm bringing this all up is because recently I showed someone an old sketchbook of mine, and this thought kept coming up over and over again. I was so hard on myself when I made this, but looking at it now, it's really not all that bad. In fact, I actually like it. I forgot that it's all part of the journey. Any skill takes time and effort. Social media makes it seem like everyone is so talented, like it's all so effortless to everybody else. But I'm sure behind the scenes of all these accounts, there is a creator who put the work in, who took the time to hone their skills, who might even be feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome as well. I just wanted to share these thoughts because some of you comment on how talented you think I am and how you wish you could make art too. And I wanted to show that not everything I make is great. And honestly, that's okay. It makes me happy regardless of the outcome, and that is the most important thing. I hope this gives you encouragement to make art if you want to make art, to not worry about how things turn out, and to embrace the process and enjoy the journey. Already? I just got here. I have drawings for you and I will borrow a dress. Yay, I don't have to think. It's perfect.
Yay!
Does that look nice?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. One thing off my list.
Yay!
Thank you.
Welcome. You like it? Approve?
Yes. Oh,
Approve? Nice?
you like
Bati.
my outfit?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
I woke up in the middle of the night. is right.
Like the smell like the coffee.
It gets me.
I think this is the clean one.
I couldn't see what you saw in me. Ooh, na na na. But you showed me how to believe. Still gets me. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. Yeah, I will love you for it all. It is hard to share my thoughts. Ooh, na na na. It's like hiding a wound in a bleeding heart. It gets me. But I know that you need it all. Ooh, na na na. Just give me some time, 'cause I need to know that you're staying.